What up, everybody? Welcome to the FILA Sports Podcast. That's the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast with your boy Coach Mario and my co-host Don. What's going on, man?
What's good, man? How y'all doing this evening? It's Sunday evening. Braves, yeah, they not doing so well right now in New York. Yeah, hopefully they can muster up a comeback. So tonight we're gonna be talking about Braves baseball. We almost halfway to the season. All Star break is like pretty much right around the corner. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It says subscribe right there at the bottom. Click it. Be a part of the hometown support. Also, share this content with any other Braves fan or any Atlanta sports fans. Also, please hit that like button. And if you're watching this video at a later time, please hit us up in the comment section if you have a question or you want a question to be answered. So just hit us up. We pretty much no later than 12 hours we respond back to our all of our supporters and followers. So as always,
Come holla.
it's a
It's a
hometown
hometown
sports
sports
podcast.
podcast.
All right, we have a great guest on our show this evening. I call her the Queen of Braves Country, and if anybody want to debate that with me, I got these hands. Which I got these hands. So yeah, she is the Queen of Braves Country. Cassidy McMahon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, thanks for having me. My name's Cassidy McMahon. I've been doing a YouTube channel myself of doing Braves recaps since the start of April, and it's blown up to epic proportions. Thank you forever, this podcast, for giving me a chance to display my knowledge and my love of the Atlanta Braves.
And thank you for coming on. We really been following you for the past what 4 or 5 months since we
Yeah.
started, and we've been trying to collaborate on the time and day to get you on, and I'm really appreciate that you can come on. Also, we also subscribe to your YouTube channel as well. I believe you got like 67 subscribers right now, guys. Everybody who listening to this video is gonna watch this video later. Please go to
Braves
Cassidy Man. Go ahead, Cass. You can go.
Braves Anatomy is the YouTube channel. I would love as many subscribers as I can get because finding a job is really hard. So trying to make this something that I can live off of for a little while.
Yes, and I put the link in the description as well. So the link to your YouTube channel is in the description of our video. So guys, you ain't gotta go in the search box. Only thing you gotta do is click that tab under this video description. It says Cassidy Man's podcast, and it has a link. You click that link, it's gonna go straight to her YouTube channel. And you go ahead and click that subscribe button for her as well. I want at least by the end of by All Star break, I want her to be up to at least 150 subscribers. That's pretty much 70 some subscribers from now
That'll work for me.
to All Star break. Let's make it happen, you guys.
All right.
All
And
right.
if it don't, you got them hands for
Oh yeah, yo, put them hands on.
them. All right, man. Let's run down the week in Atlanta sports real quick before we get to these Braves. Um, but before we do that, Don, where can they find us at?
All right, y'all know y'all can find us at, man. We are on Twitter at FILA Sports. It's FILA_SP. Also, we on Facebook. You just type in FILA Sports Podcast. You're gonna come to our page, hit like our page. We also have a Facebook group. It's called the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast Hometown group. You can go ahead and send an invite to us, and we'll go ahead and we'll approve it. And you can join as many chat. We got like 6 or 7 chats. We got a chat for each Atlanta team, even the college teams. You can join one, and you can join many as you want to. And pretty much every day, 24/7, we talking about either the Falcons, we're talking about the Hawks, the Braves, the Bulldogs, United, you name it. We talking about it. And also, you can also follow us on Instagram at FILA Sports Podcast. and we are also on Spotify, and we are also on Google Podcasts. I know we've been lacking on uploading videos onto our podcast onto Spotify. It's a process, you guys. It really is, and hopefully this week we will get that done. We'll pretty much be caught up for every podcast we have done so far. But if you want it live, you want it fresh, you want it raw, hit us up on YouTube.
All right, and the Dream were in action today, uh, on the wrong side of the stick versus New York. We dropped it 74-58.
Get down.
I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna end up doing as far as the Dream, man. Like right now, it's a nightmare, man. Like we said this before, it's
Yeah,
a nightmare.
it's a wrap on this season. So you know, it's a wrap. We'll be
Yeah,
back next year.
Not to be the Knicks. It's okay.
You could always be the Knicks. You're
yeah.
right. What United do this week, Don?
United, in the U.S. Open Cup, we lost against Toronto FC 3-2. But yesterday we had a great game against Montreal. I believe we won that game 2-1. I believe, yeah, 2-1. And my boy, Michigan Wolverine, Justin Merrim, he made 2 goals in yesterday's match, so he was a spotlight. I love to see my former Michigan Wolverines do well, especially if they on an Atlanta team. So
Speaking of Michigan, I guess we'll segue into the college game. UGA was pretty quiet this week. The other schools around the state was pretty quiet. Georgia Tech did receive 2 verbal commitments. One, Kyle Wright, a DN, a 3-star from Miami, and Wayne Green, a 3-star offensive tackle from Lee County, a big kid. The kid from Lee County is like 6'6", 6'7". He's a 3-star as well, and that gives Tech 18 commitments on the year. Um, Probably be quiet on the next couple weeks on, well, it's commitment season, so we'll begin some more commitments around colleges. But as far as team news, probably be pretty quiet because teams about to hit in the camp into the next couple weeks. So camp news will be starting up. First, in a couple weeks, we'll be actually talking about actual football being played. What the Falcons have in the news this week?
quiet news. Quiet and Fire Branch. Falcons. They did something very generous and very kind. They gave the stadium seat to family of longtime season ticket holder killed in car crash. Sean McKeever, and also known as C Mac. So rest in peace, C Mac. Um, I know it, and they said that I guess it was a head-on collision with a 16-year-old girl. So you know how these kids be driving these days, man. Like it was tragic, man. So rest in peace to C Mac. I saw the I guess the funeral. They had clips of the funeral. They were talking about how generous the Falcons organization did for them. So, we had the best football organization in the world. I don't care what anybody say, man. All right. Also, team waived running back Jeremy Langford. Like we already know some of these running backs are not gonna make the team. We got like a lot of running backs right now. So
And D
I
lineman,
already hmm,
running back and D lineman. Somebody's
yeah,
gonna get cut. That a name that you know is gonna get cut on the
yeah,
running backs and D line. Yes.
exactly. So
You want
and
to get rid of some safeties. Carolina needs some.
We gave y'all one before. He worked out pretty good for y'all. What was it? Several years ago, the safety guy. Who's the one we gave? People couldn't stand him here, and he went to Carolina.
I forgot.
Uh,
He actually went to the Pro Bowl. He actually went to the Pro Bowl here. Somebody about to give him his name. But keep going. Somebody gonna give him his name in the chat in a second.
Yeah.
Thomas Deku. Thank you, Eric Taylor. Deku.
what?
I do tell you somebody give his name in the chat. Appreciate it, Eric. Yep, Deku.
Yeah. So also training camp starts on July 18th. That is going to be closed until a closed practice until the 22nd. July 22nd is when the Falcons are going to open practice to the public. We will be out there on the 27th. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Saturday the
gonna be out there on
27th.
the 27th. We're gonna have our tent. We're gonna have our own drinks. We're gonna have our bucket hats. We're gonna have our FILA Sports Podcast t-shirts on. We just go sit there and just watch practice. And if y'all want to come holler at your hometown boys, hey, come holler at us. We got you. So that's pretty much it that happened in the Falcons organization. So what's going on with the Hawks?
Dwayne Dedman wasn't resigned. He's actually signed with Sacramento. So I'm not. I wasn't a big Dedman guy anyway. Uh, soon to be Hawk when officially July 6th when it can be announced. Alan Crabb was arrested Wednesday in LA for a DUI. I guess he was out celebrating a little bit. Can't drink and drive, man. Get your Uber, call you. You're in LA. I'm pretty sure they got plenty services. Be more careful, Alan. Former Michigan State Nick Ward got a tryout with a team with the Hawks, and Kentucky former Kentucky player Reed Travis is getting a tryout. I know I've seen it. Reed tried out for several teams. I've been reading. His name's been getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Um, Hawks were voted number one best NBA game experience. I saw that as well. There was a lot of factors went into that. I really kind of thought it was a little weird to me.
Cause ain't
All the
nobody been
factors
going to the
that
games, guys. Go
yeah,
to the games. Go to
yeah,
the games. Yes, we still in rebuild mode, but guys, go to the games. Go to the games. And I understand some people upset. The past few hours, we know the issue with KD and other players. Because free agents just started in NBA. Guys, we're not getting anybody. Spectacular this offseason. I know. Shouts out to BP Football Talk. He had a question in the chat. He said, "What do you think the Hawks would do in free agency?"
Well,
Nothing really. We good. Like I'm not saying we good, but like, we good to the point that we don't have any money to sign anybody right now.
it's
Like
rumored that we're offered Derek
I
Favors
know,
some
mother.
money. Yeah, so that's a rumor out there that we offered Derek Favors.
but
I read that.
don't get your hopes up, man. If we come out this free agent and don't sign any like average player or whatever, like it's okay because we already know what we're trying to do here in Atlanta. So I'm not tripping off not
You,
signing Kyrie or AD or KD or whatever. Like I'm good. Like I like the young core we have now. I want to see what these guys got to offer for the team.
you guys are absolutely fine. Cam Reddish, Trey Young is just enough to get y'all fans out there because the Hornets have now Terry Rozier, a $70 million stupid contract with Nick Batum that I want to throw in the garbage. And we lost Kemba Walker for absolutely nothing. So y'all are in a better place than we are. So I don't know why your fans are complaining.
Look,
And
it's Atlanta sports. You got to realize, if you was a Falcons fan or a Hawks fan, like you'll understand why we created this podcast for. Because some people just be losing their minds for nothing.
mm, well, I've actually gotten that a little bit with my YouTube channel, them yelling at me over what I'm reporting, and I'm not doing it. I'm just reporting it like I actually did it. So I get it.
Yeah.
So
Y'all heard that she's a Hornets fan and she pretty much telling y'all need to chill. So come on now. You got to respect that. Like so but other than that, like we're not doing anything big in free agency this year. We just don't have the money. Now next off season, we may end up making some moves. All right. Now on to the Braves this week. We're gonna start with Tuesday because we did our show on Monday. Right, we played the Cubs on Tuesday and we won that game 3-2. Wednesday game, we won that game 5-3. Thursday game, looked like we was like in control of that game to the fourth inning, and then just
fourth
everything.
and fourth
Go ahead,
and
Kat.
fifth. Combined with sloppy catching of Tyler Flowers, basically the reason why we lost that game. Bryce Wilson was great for the first 3 innings, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but Tyler Flowers forgot he had breaking balls and botched a few that let a couple in that shouldn't have happened. But baseball, and of course we get a face Craig Kimbrell.
Cherry on top right there. You can't
I mean, every other game was great in Chicago. I was really surprised. I think Tyler Flowers getting in that little scuffle with Wilson Contreras didn't really help his confidence during that series. He was right to do it, but it just got to him, I guess.
Yeah, and we lost that game 9-7. Friday went to New York. We beat the Mets 6-2. Yesterday we beat them 5-4, and today game that's going on right now in progress does not look so well.
3-3.
We tied it up. It's 3-3.
Oh, we tied it up.
Yeah,
we
just had basic loaded.
I ain't even got the TV on right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's why I keep glancing to the side.
I'm trying to read the live chat and the YouTube, and then this. I can do two things at one time, but outside of two things, forget about it.
3-3, bottom 6. Camargo with a flare. Finally, we got a flare instead of the Mets. But the Mets offense is fine. Their bullpen is a dumpster fire, which is what we've been taking advantage of all season and all series.
Hey, we can relate to the awful bullpen. Our bullpen ain't that good neither. All right, let's go into the chat before we dive into Braves topics. Okay, I answered that already. Eric Taylor said, I don't think the Hawks have the money to do anything in free agency. That's correct. Pound for pound, how you doing this evening? Said, yeah, the Falcons fan situation was sad, but I love what the Falcons did for the family. We really thought that was real courteous and kind for them doing that. Eric Taylor, he said Thomas Deku. Yeah, that's correct. What's good, Eric? By the way, Eric also said he just tired of hearing ESPN talk about the Mets. LOL. You already know that's a New York team. ESPN, they always gonna gas up New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles teams.
Yep, and 1969 New York Mets World Series team. That's the only good thing they got to talk about right now, so they got to milk that as far as they can.
Yeah. All right, that Georgia boy 17. What's good, man? He said, anyone been keeping up on minor league pitcher Ian Anderson for the Braves?
Yes. He threw a no-hitter on, I believe, Wednesday.
Yeah, because he played out in Mississippi, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he might be the next one to come up. He is our third-ranked prospect right now, and he has just kind of whitewashed through that Double-A. He's a good piece. He might be a trade piece. I hope not, but possibly.
Yeah, we don't need to trade any pitchers right now. If we got a good solid pitcher in the minor leagues, we need to hold them up. Yeah, call them up if they're ready. But we don't not need to be getting ready any pitchers. Now everybody else, hey, we can go and trade them. Dougie Fresh, what's good, man? He said Hawks might sign Derek Favors or Kyle O'Quinn. Hey, and if they do that, look, that's probably be all we do. I said I don't think we're gonna do that much for as the offseason for the Hawks go. Eric Taylor, he said I have my hopes up about this young core. That's what has me. I think he's talking about the Hawks. Yeah. Dougie Fresh said 76ers playing Al Horford at his natural position now. Hey, hopefully they can win. Hopefully they can go the distance in the playoffs.
Al Horford with the 76ers, that makes little sense to me, but okay.
Yeah.
With Joel Embiid and okay, whatever.
Yeah, everybody's talking about we need to bring Al Horford back to Atlanta. No, we don't. That ship is sailed. I'm good. He can go play somewhere else.
I think I'm gonna cheer for Kimber this year. I'm not gonna cheer for the Hornets. I'm really mad at MJ right now. So
Come on to cheer the Hawks. Come on. You can come on. You already a Braves fan. You might as well come on to be a Hawks fan. Y'all had a little stink in Charlotte for what, a couple of years. Y'all didn't have a basketball team.
Well, we got screwed by the NBA a few years ago when we went 7-63 and didn't get Anthony Davis. Tell me how that doesn't happen. And then, whatever. We get rid of our,
New Orleans.
Yep.
Silver, I think he has business ventures or something like that in New Orleans. And, it's conspiracy. And I really think if this Zion project doesn't work out for the Pelicans, they're going to end up losing their basketball team. I guarantee you that, because they're not a basketball town. They're a football town.
I love Zion Williamson, but down here in Charlotte and North Carolina, they made him sound like Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan was a thing. He got way too much play for me. He was a great player and all that, but I heard enough of him. So go in New Orleans and have fun, because I'm good.
Yeah. Eric Taylor said Atlanta fans are impatient. Yeah, I can agree to that. He said that Georgia Boy 17 said team still giving Al hope for money. Hey, as a player, get your money. Get your money while you can't get it till you can't get it anymore. Dougie Fresh said, I don't like Ronald Acuna Jr. in home run derby. Too many players have said their hitting was off the second half of the season as a result of being in the derby.
That's true, but he's 21 years old, and I don't think he cares how many swings he has. He's gonna he's gonna be fine. He has more skills than just hitting homers. Speed, power, arm. He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Eric Taylor said the NBA has not screwed anyone worse than denying CP3 from going to LA years ago. Yeah, I agree to that. But hey, All right. Let's get into the topics. Friday it was announced that Freddie Freeman and Ronald Acuna were named as starters for the National League team for the All-Star game. I was kind of upset that Dansby did not make the All-Star cut, but I already know that shortstop for the Cubs is real, real good.
Yeah.
And hey.
But as the reserves were announced today, Paul DeYoung, who has 13 homers and 39 RBIs, somehow, because the Cardinals needed one representative, made it over Dansby Swanson, which is a travesty. But he will probably get in as people drop out as normal. But
I think that's just dumb. I'm sorry, but if a player has better stats than this player, I don't care. Yeah, every team needs to be. This is not Little League. Everybody doesn't need a trophy. This is professional sports. This is professional sports. If this person has the best stats than this person, but yeah, this team got more All-Stars than this team, oh well, this person going to make the roster for the National League. That's how it should be.
Well, the Marlins somehow got a representative, so.
Oh man, I remember back in the '90s, like the whole National League was pretty much the Braves.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Yeah. Like it was the whole Braves started like pitcher, like the whole rotation of Braves. And then you had like 4 or 5 other Braves players like fielding.
I mean, if we're being honest, we could easily have four or 5 instead of the 3 that we have: Mike Soroka, Ronald Acuna, and Freddie Freeman. But that's whatever. It's still a popularity contest, even though I think with the new voting this year, they got it mostly right.
Yeah, they did.
They got it mostly right, whether we want to admit that or not. They got it.
I'm glad Mike Soroka he was added to the game. That news just came out today too. So
Ozzy should be there too.
Yep, Ozzy should have been there, and like I said, Dansby should have been there as well. Yeah. Those 2 players, they well deserved should have been reserves.
Yep.
Because like Dansby right now, he playing out of his mind.
They don't. They're not called snubs for nothing, but Dansby with his healthy wrist, He's been absolutely amazing, and I hope we never move him from the 2 hole.
Yeah, I think he gonna stay there,
Yep, he
and that
might be the
contract
next.
him too. So
He might be the next extension candidate, or I hope he is after Freddie Freeman.
you talking
Ronald
about
Acuna
Ozzy?
is hot again.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah,
is.
Ozzy. We just gave Ozzy a contract.
Yeah, the most awesome contract I've ever seen in my life. 9 years, $35 million.
Hey, he gonna ask for this. He gonna ask for some. I give him a couple more years. He gonna probably ask for more money, and we should be able to give it to him.
I don't think he's gonna ask for much. I don't think he cares about money. He just wants to play. So I don't. I think he's just gonna play it out. He might ask 3 or 4 years down the road, but I'm good with it.
And if he fine with just playing, I'm good with that. We can go ahead and give other players money. To
Yep.
build this team. All right, and so we pretty much done with the all star players for the team. So we're at the top of the NL East. What do we need to do to maintain it?
Get a starter. Get a
Uh,
starter and a reliever, preferably Will Smith. But I honestly don't know if I want Madison Bumgarner because I mean he's good, he's still good, but his attitude will not fit in this clubhouse. Because if somebody hits the ball into the ocean, yeah, I'm gonna look at it and stop worrying about it. Just get the ball back and throw it. I think I think that's he doesn't like the hot dogging, and the Braves have that swagger that I don't think he fits into. So I like him as a player, but I just don't think he fits into our culture.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about that as well. As far as in there in Cincinnati, I'd rather think we can trade him and get some relief pitchers. Will Smith was one of those players that was pretty much right there on my radar to get, and also Madison as well. But if we can get both of them for just and trade Ender to San
Yeah,
Francisco, I think that's still a win-win situation.
yeah. I mean, it's still a win-win. I just hope if we do trade for Madison Bumgarner, he embraces the culture and just worries about pitching instead of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because honestly, he's not as good as lights out as he was, but I would take him right now.
I would agree with Cassidy on that. 1A, get some pitching, and 1B, I would say defense. Defense.
That's
You
the
know,
only problem with us trading Ender Inciarte. He's a 3-time Gold Glover, and you've seen a bunch of uh, lackluster plays in center field, whether that be lack of experience or just misplaying balls by Ronald Acuna Jr. He's young, so that's going to happen, but that can't happen in like the postseason. So I would say trade
yeah,
Adam Duvall.
he
If we
he missed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if we can somehow trade Adam Duvall, who's hit 24 homers down in Gwinnett and hasn't even got a sniff of a major league roster, I think that would be more efficient for us to do. I mean, Ender's an option as well, but his defense is above reproach. It you can't teach it. The balls that he gets to. So
And Freddie just doubled off the wall, and we take the lead 5-3. And you brought up Acuna. He misplayed one the other day when we lost
yep,
that deep. That we had the infield in. I'm sorry, we had the outfield in, and there was a deep shot over his head.
yep.
But he's a center fielder. I'm sorry, Ronnie. You got to be able to make that catch. The ball was there, and he
He
didn't
broke
take the proper
he
angle
broke
on it. Yeah, he has to make that catch. That was a
broke
huge play.
in instead of break. You
Yep.
never break in on a
Yep.
ball right at you. You always break back.
Yeah.
And I mean, those things are going to happen, but in the playoffs, you can't
Yeah.
um,
He certainly
go back.
misplayed that one the other day. And that what 2 or 3 runs scored on that one as well. But that should have been a ball that
Yeah.
that should have been called.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Adam Duvall and Ender are options in the trade, but I'd prefer us to trade Adam Duvall first.
Oh, okay.
If we have to trade Ender, that's what we have to do for Will Smith or Madison Bumgarner or both, or Shane Green from Detroit, who's also been on my radar. Might be a little less of a price if we were able to do that.
Okay.
But the problem is relievers, everybody needs them. So it's going to be a king's ransom no matter who we try to go get. But Alex Anthopoulos has shown to be sharp and keen on great trades that don't diminish our farm system. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because we got a loaded farm system, and some of those players we can get rid of, except for Pache. We keep Pache. No
Pache,
one's getting Pache.
Pache can play defense right now, and it might be better than Enders.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we keeping Pache. If the team asking for Pache, they better say no. You can get anybody else.
That's that's when the Marlins asked for Ronald Acuna Jr. and Ozzy Albies when we wanted JT Realmuto. No, that's never gonna happen. So this kind of stuff like that.
Just imagine if Frank Wren was still GM. He would have got man. He would have made that transaction. Woo! I would have been upset. Good thing he ain't hit no more.
Probably.
Oh man.
Unfortunately for us, but you got to give credit to Copy for making all these trades and moves that he did before he was stupid with the MLB. But it happens.
Yeah. Let's get back into the chat. Eric, he said Dansby is the fourth best shortstop in the National League. Yeah. I gotta put. I'm sorry, I gotta put him in the top three. I can't keep him out.
He's saying statistically. He says statistically.
Yeah, stats wise, but
which stats? I mean, he mean batting stats. You mean batting stats, Eric?
Oh, because if you combine batting stats and defensive stats, he definitely is in the top three.
Yeah, because his like Dansby's defense. Come on now, you can't ignore that.
Nope.
Now, I know his batting like is good. It ain't up to where it needs to be, but it's getting there. But his defense, man, like he's a Golden Glove, like this year, no doubt.
So is Josh Donaldson. Surprisingly enough, I knew what he had offensively, Josh Donaldson, but the Gold Glove plays he's made defensively have pleasantly surprised me.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
He didn't do all that in Toronto. He did not do all that in Toronto. He came here, he started playing good defense.
I definitely agree with that, Kat. I mean, it just shows you too that Josh Donaldson looks like a guy who's having fun, who's happy.
Yeah,
like a guy who's having fun, who's happy. He's loose. He looks like a guy who's enjoying playing here.
That's why I like Madison Bumgarner, but I just don't know if he'd fit into our culture as the way that we want it to. He's a great pitcher, and maybe coming over to somewhere that we win might change that, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. All right, and let's see. Eric said Albies has the better argument for being snubbed out of the All-Star game. Yeah. The real Pat man, what's good, man? He said chop on Braves fan. And that Georgia Boy 17 said Braves take the lead. We just talked about that. Eric, he said batting and fielding. He said the other shortstops have a better fielding percentage, less errors, and better FDRS runs saved than Dansby.
Well, that might be the case, but Dansby tries to make every play, regardless if he should or not. So, and he still makes the routine play. He just tries to make the fabulous play more than he probably should, but not going to take the aggressive play away from him. So,
And Mad Mike Sports, what's good, Mad Mike? He said, I like Cassidy. She knows baseball. So shouts out to Mad Mike Sports. Check him out on his YouTube channel. So I guess Cassidy, you got another subscriber. Mad Mike Sports, he gonna end up subscribing to your channel. And he also said Acuna will win you more games than you'll lose.
Yep. You want him at the plate. He's gonna drive him more than he lets in. So
he was also agreeing with you, Don, that Ender has to go. But man, he's gonna be awesome trade bait right now if we can get him healthy and get him a couple weeks to show teams that hey, he's back healthy. That's gonna be awesome trade bait.
Yeah. Again, my only reserve to that is playoff defense.
Hmm.
Because what wins you championships is defense and pitching. So
Yep. You gotta have the
Well,
pitcher.
it's
Gotta
gonna
have
come down to
first
him.
runner.
Like, so who would you trade if you Cassidy? Would you trade Ender or Markakis?
Ender.
Of course, she gonna say Ender. She loves Marquez, man. I don't know if you watch her. I watch her video. She loves Marquez.
Big Stick Nick.
Well, he did, he didn't make me look good on that one. Checking
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah.
I only like him a lot because a lot of people are like, why did we bring him back? And it was only $6 million. It's not like it broke the bank or anything, and he's still consistent as all get out. So,
Yeah. So that segues to our next question. What do we need to do to beat teams like the Dodgers and the Cubs? Cardinals right now fell off a little bit, so I'm not even
yeah.
gonna talk about the Cardinals.
The Dodgers hope that Mike Soroka pitches every game.
Pitch. Yeah.
Because
Got
it's just
pitch.
it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't feel like it matters who we face against the Dodgers. We're in an 0-2 hole or a 4-0 hole before we even sit down. So, but honestly, it's just gonna be good pitching because we always seem to struggle in LA no matter who's out there. And hopefully Dallas Keuchel will calm that down and we'll get a chance at that. But basically, that's it. Starting pitching against the Dodgers got to be better.
100% agree. That's the only way. I'm not worried about, like, you just saw the series with the Cubs. I know it's early, but you just saw the series with the Cubs. We out hit and out pitched them.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, we're not going to out hit and out pitch them. You're going to have to rely on your defense. We're going to have
No,
to have good pitching. We're going
You
to
gotta rely on,
have to
you gotta
have
rely
top
on that
pitching.
bull. You gotta rely on the bullpen
We're
too.
going to have top pitching. We expect to beat the Dodgers. Going to no, like
and
Cassidy said, no other answer. Just top
the,
pitching. It's going to have to be.
the problem is I don't think the Dodgers have a weakness other than maybe Kenley Jansen sometimes, but you're still gonna throw him out there every save opportunity. So that's why we need to get Will Smith or Shane Green to feel more comfortable because Luke Jackson gives me a heart attack every time he goes out there.
Oh man, that man. Ugh.
I mean, but he's the only one he's the only player that's liked my video, so I got to give him a little props there. But,
Wow.
yeah.
So he know folks. He know folks. Talking about him. That's good. He need to get better.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I try to tell people, like, look, right now, we are teams in the league right now with 50 wins.
Yep.
Good. We're doing something right, but in order for us to win this, to lock up this division early, and to like go deep in the playoffs, we gotta look. We sound like a broken record on this podcast a lot. We gotta fix the pitch. We gotta take care of that.
And hopefully will come back and be the All-Star Fultonevich of last year because we really need that, whether it's out of the bullpen or starting. He's got to get his mind fixed because he's got way too good of stuff to be a 7.71 ERA pitcher. I'm sorry. It's just
because the strength of the team right now is we're getting that timely hitting period, and we certainly can get a timely long ball anywhere from 1 through 7 or 1 through 8 or a pinch hit or a timely hit. So right now you figure that in some of those close games we're going to have some unlikely heroes, and really they're not unlikely because we're going to have a guy like Markakis hit the ball out of the park or clear like a double like he did yesterday. Pitching. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that time to hit, and we're going to get Austin Riley. We're going to get Pache and in August to come up and give us a little boost when guys are tired. We're gonna get that. We need those arms. I'm not
Yep.
worried about the. I'm not
Joe
worried about the
Torre. I
pitch.
remember Joe Torre.
Yeah,
Joe Torre used to say this.
the hitting. I mean,
The old Yankees manager. He used to also play for the Braves way back in the day.
Yep.
He said if you got to rely on offense to win games, you lost.
yep, yeah,
If you got to rely on
for
just
real.
come and hit every single at bat, like you pretty much lost the game. You got to
Yeah,
rely on your pitchers. Your pitchers got to come in. They got to do their job. Not only the pitchers, defense.
Yep.
Everybody got to come in. Field the ball and make plays off the ball.
Yep.
That's how you win games.
Yep.
nothing drops in the outfield. Nothing drops.
Mm-mm. Nope, exactly. Unfortunately, Anthony Swarzak went on the DL today with shoulder inflammation, so that's gonna make our palms sweat a little more for the next 2 weeks before the All-Star break. But AJ Minter's come back and kind of been a revelation a little bit. Jacob Webb's done that as well, so hopefully we can survive this couple of weeks without Anthony Swarzak.
Now, Eric, in the chat, I was saying this the other day, Eric. I didn't have the exact stats. Thanks for putting it in here. He said Luke Jackson has converted 13 of his last 17 save opportunities for the Braves, and that 63% save conversion. The Dodgers convert, and this is what I was telling you the other day on in the chat, Don. Was it you? I'm not sure if it was you or somebody else I was talking to. They were like, "Why do we keep trying Luke out?" Now is the prime time. You see, we're going to use him. You got to give him that experience. Let him get it now versus so later in the season he's comfortable.
It's
But
now or never. You
and
got to do it now. You can't wait to we'll just wait to August and September.
exactly
It's gonna be too late.
no.
Yep.
And like Eric was saying, uh, you remember the blown saves more. But right now is when he's gaining confidence. So let
Yep.
him come in now and take his lumps. 5 game lead in the division. You're playing the Mets. Yeah, perfect time to try them out there. Perfect time to try them out there.
Yep.
So people, basically what we're saying is you're going to see Luke.
Yeah.
So let's just cheer him on because you're going to get Luke. He's going to get several opportunities, and he hasn't been as terrible as you think. He
Yeah,
No.
we
hasn't
about
been
to,
as
like
terrible
I
as
said,
you think.
we about to get an All Star break too. So these players,
And
they gonna come back. Hopefully, they come back refreshed.
another thing to piggyback on too with Luke, the problem is
He throws
Luke
a
is
slider too much.
well, and when he blows a save, we won 7, 8 games in a row. So you remember, oh, he messed up the winning streak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's compounded, but I don't think Luke has been as bad as you guys think. It's just been
No. Yes.
he's been certainly unlucky, but he hasn't been as bad as you guys think. Luke
No.
hasn't been as bad.
He's
Yeah.
given up 7 infield hits, I believe, in the ninth inning this year. So that tells you he's got good stuff. It's just they're finding holes, and sometimes in baseball that's gonna happen, and he's gonna get unlucky that way. And
Yeah.
some things people aren't gonna say, "Oh, he blew the save." Well, you didn't watch the inning because sometimes it just happens.
And the last time he wasn't getting hit hard. That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Sometimes like look and see like sometimes like the Mets were hitting bloopers the other day. Like they weren't getting
Right.
clean shots. They weren't. It wasn't that. If you're a baseball fan, you know that sound, that crack that comes
Yeah.
off the bat. They weren't getting the fat part of the bat. They weren't killing the ball. It was just a bit of
Yep.
unlucky. A
Yep.
bit of unlucky. Yeah.
And it happened to Max Fried tonight. 5 innings, 3 runs, and I think 2 of the base hits were under 30 miles an hour off of
Yeah.
the exit
Off
velocity.
the bat. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All
So
right. Let's get back to our chat. One last time. Eric said defense and pitching wins in the playoffs, but whose bat are you taking out of the lineup for Ender?
uh, yeah,
Late in the game. Late
yeah,
in the
yeah,
game.
he's a defensive
Also Riley.
replacement. He would be a defensive replacement for me right now, and starting
Yeah.
against maybe tough lefties or tough righties,
Yeah.
just
But
like we do, just like we do with Charlie Culberson for Austin Riley late in the game.
certainly, yeah. He come in for Austin Riley late in the game. if need be. Even in a ninth inning, even for Acuna.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good problem to have. Listen, I don't think we had this problem last year. We couldn't beat the Dodgers if everything went right. Their bench, every single one of their bench players could start, and at least this year we can say that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it goes back to what Eric said. He said the biggest thing the Braves need is consistency. Like we still a young team. They still building that consist. They still building. They got the chemistry down, but it's they still young. Young teams. They're gonna make errors. So that's just they got to learn from stuff like that. That Georgia boy 17 said improve the pitching. That's how we'll get better. That's correct. Mad Mike Sports said old Stone Cold. Oh hell yeah. Eric Taylor, he said Luke Jackson has converted 13 of his last 17 save opportunities, and the Braves has a 63% save conversion percentage. The Dodgers converted 65%. It's not as bad as some think.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Luke, like I said, I think big part of if we were playing 500 ball, Luke saves Luke or the bullpen is the bullpen period wouldn't seem as terrible. But when
Yeah.
you won 7 and 8 straight and then the bullpen loses one, the first thing you go
Everybody,
back into is the bullpen. But you think about, well, we just won 8 straight
Yeah.
and the bullpen pitched in those two as well is it's the narrative now, but it just
Yeah.
hasn't been as bad. It's stemming from last year, but it hasn't been nowhere as bad as last year. It really isn't. It really
I
isn't.
don't think people realize, but we have a 3.06 relief ERA, which is number one in Major League Baseball in June. So
And that same span, I think the Mets have like 9 or something ERA in that same span. So just like you say, you could always be the Mets or the Knicks.
yep,
exactly.
Yeah.
All
New
right.
York sports is a struggle right now, but I'm glad I'm not a fan of either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eric pretty much said that people just remember the blown saves more. And
Yeah.
Matt Mike, he said that he subscribed to your channel, so you got another subscriber, Cassidy.
I appreciate it. The
All right.
funniest thing
And Eric said, what you say? Go ahead.
I said the funniest thing is people think I write everything down. I write nothing down. I have no idea what I'm gonna say when I start. I have absolutely no clue, and it just flows that way. But I just
Can you
wanted
battle
to,
rap?
huh?
Can you battle rap?
No, no.
Okay. Freestyle. Oh, just.
I can freestyle baseball stats, but rapping, I'll leave that up to y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, I just I don't have that skill. I got to put down like bullet points. I don't say stuff word from word, but I gotta like have like shorthanded little notes just to say okay, okay,
Yeah,
I can remember. I'm getting old. I'm sorry, I'm getting old. So I'm not young anymore.
I'm a
I'm accepted that.
great.
topics for the show, topics for my article. I'm a Google Notes guy like you, so I don't have to write the article. I don't have to write whatever I'm thinking about like you done. I just put down a note that hey, this is my note, and once I get there, I can expand from there. So
Yeah.
I do have to say, I get home like, oh man, I had a good idea, I forgot it. Yeah, I got older. Yeah, I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah, we
Well,
have professional degrees, so hey, we know what we're gonna say, but we just gotta remember, okay, this
yeah,
is what we need to talk about. Hey,
Yeah, ooh, that was
so
almost ugly.
yeah. I
all right, I'm good. Go ahead.
no, that's I was nope. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Eric, he said, how many errors has the defense committed in the first two batters Luke faces?
Yeah, he was when we were talking about him being unlucky and that. Mean that's what he was commenting on. Like, yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't all been like I said, it hasn't all been Luke or the relievers. Period.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's very rarely been on defense, but it's happened where
Yep.
in hits happen and the rare error here and there. But
Yep.
Yeah, because this is how it goes sometimes. All right. the closer always takes the I guess the blame. But say we can be up 8-1 in the what 6 inning. All
Yep.
right, we bring in some relievers. Then the other team they cut the league in half, 8-4, and then at the top of the eighth they make it 8-7.
Yep.
So when Luke come in the ninth inning, he give up 2 runs. Like that's not yeah he gave up the lead, but you can't put the whole game. You can't blame the whole game on him.
Nope.
Like it's the relievers. And I try to tell people this: is if we can get some, I'm not Luca's gonna be fine, but
Yep.
we just gotta fix the relievers, man. Like somebody got to come in at least pitch 2 innings.
Do I want Luke Jackson closing out the World Series? No. But do I think he's a reliable enough reliever to get us through to the trade deadline and beyond and get us big outs? Yes. Is he going to do it every time? No. Craig Kimbrell didn't do it every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera, yeah, he did, but he blew the 2001 World Series, but nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I remember that Diamondbacks. Whew, but they really broke that dynasty.
Yep.
The Yankees were never the same after that.
Yep.
Well,
All right. All right. One more. All right. So we got a question from. Go ahead, Coach.
no, I was gonna say, well, we're gonna get a chance tonight to see middle relievers and what a closer can do tonight. Because a 5-3
Okay, that
in
was a
the
mistake, by the way, but whatever.
yeah, we're 5-3 in the seventh inning right now.
Yep.
So we're up. So we're gonna get a chance to see what our relievers can do tonight.
Exactly. All right. We had a question from a fan on Twitter. His name is Zeke at Leaf Snivy. He said, "Are we dead? When is the collapse, and when will Double A, the GM, be
Yep.
fired?" Um,
Never
we not.
and
I'm gonna let Cassidy answer this question. Go ahead.
never, and I don't think there is a collapse. Not with the veterans, the youngsters, and just the mojo that we have. There's not going to be. There might be tightening up the race, but it ain't going to be a collapse.
Yeah,
Just not going to happen.
I agree.
Double A
We're
is
going
not
to
gonna
have to.
fire you guys.
No, he might give us every Blue Jay pitcher or player that we've ever seen, but as long as they're good, I don't care. Marcus Stroman's another one that we could be eyeing if he gets his shoulder stuff worked out. So just keep that in the back of your mind too.
And because of like I said earlier, the timely hitting of this thing, and the pitching on this team, we aren't terrible. We're okay. We
No,
aren't bad. We're just okay. And we need to be better than okay to win the World Series. So we're certainly not bad. Um,
no.
and we're not going to have a collapse because we have timely hitting. And there are going to be some times where things look weak. And in the sixth inning, we're going to get a guy that hit a 2-3 home run blast. It's just going to happen on this team. It's been happening all year. We're down.
Yeah,
We're down. It looks bleak. Up, long ball. We're right back in the game. We're going to get that because we have so many guys that can hit the ball out of the park. So we're not going to have a collapse. It's not going to have a collapse. Yeah.
every statistic in Major League Baseball from the seventh inning or later were 1 or 2, whether that be average runs, home runs,
Yep.
whatever. So we never quit, and that's the thing that's going to prevent us from a collapse or any semblance of a collapse.
And
This team reminds me. I'm sorry. This team reminds me, like, as far as like rallying in these late innings, it reminds me of the 2002 Anaheim Angels.
Yep.
I don't remember if y'all remember them or not, but
I
they.
was young, but yes, I do remember a little bit of it. Rally Monkey and
I was grown in 2002. Yeah.
I was in
I
high
remember.
school. I was in high
I,
school when that.
I was out of college.
yeah, I graduated last June.
All right,
So
forget y'all.
I graduated from college last June. So
You graduated from college last June?
Yep.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
Thanks.
congratulations.
Oh, so that's what you were saying earlier. Okay, about the job plan. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got
You
you.
graduated in a good time. I remember when I graduated. Oh my goodness, I graduated during the recession.
I don't know if it's a good time, but
Well, hey, it's better than graduating when I graduated. Like I graduated in the middle of a recession. Like nobody was hiring anybody.
fair enough.
So some will come along. Some will come along. I promise you. You
Yeah,
know.
well, that's fine. I'll just keep doing my recaps, and hopefully somebody will come along. I've gotten so many requests that they want me in the booth instead of Chip Carey. So, maybe it'll happen one of these days.
Next
Hey,
thing
that's
you know, you're
good.
gonna get that press pass, and then you get that press pass. Opportunities are gonna open up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're gonna get that press credential. I mean, that
yep,
press credential.
talking chop. Got some. They may have some positions open, some openings or whatever. What about ATS Sports page?
I don't know. I think they've liked a few of my things. I haven't looked. Um,
I write for them. I know they're looking for writers for the United at the time. I'm not sure about if they need any for the Braves, but I know they were still looking for Atlanta United writers. For anybody who was interested, hit up Atlanta Sports page. If you were interested in writing some articles for Atlanta United. Yeah.
I don't know
But
any.
yeah.
I don't know much about soccer except USA, and that's it. I don't go any further than that.
But you can certainly send them a DM if you are interested. Like I said, I write
Yeah.
articles for them, and I like it. So you
If
can
they look at your videos and they see you that good, they'll make a spot. They'll make a spot for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trust
You
me.
know,
And you got like 1,000. You have 1,000 followers right now. Like you growing by the day.
She
yeah.
obviously knows your stuff. Yeah, you obviously know your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll vouch for you. You know.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all's support and everybody else's. Then growing from zero has been amazing, but I didn't think it would do this quickly, but I am blessed for it to do it. And luckily that the Braves are actually good this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell
Even
them
if
where.
it's not even about the Braves. If they good or bad, you put out good content and you speak the truths and the facts. People will come.
Yeah.
People will come just like Mad Mike Sports. Unintentional ground and real Pat Man. People who affiliated with us, who hometown supporters. They're gonna support you. They're gonna be your riders. And when you have people like that just want to hear the facts and the truth, you're gonna have more people coming to follow you.
Yep.
Eric
And
Taylor,
You ain't got
that
to worry about that. They coming. So
yeah,
yeah.
Eric Taylor, that Georgia boy, they support us every week. So uh, they'll support you as well. And while we're on the subject, go ahead and tell them where they can support you at, Cassidy.
Braves Anatomy is my YouTube channel. At Castmac_21 is my Twitter. You can find me on Facebook as well. Not that a lot of people use it anymore, but you can do that as well. But mainly, you will find most of my followers on Twitter and my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like and comment whatever you would like to do.
Yeah.
I have to keep my content under 5 minutes because if I don't, I'll talk about them for days.
yeah, our videos are hour long. We love sports, so
Yeah.
hey, we be on here forever. But we also like to interact with the people in the live chat too. So that's another thing.
I
So
gotta tell y'all this real quick in our live chat. So when me and Donald talk, we'll text or we'll talk. We'll say, yeah, man, this show will be 25, 30 minutes. Next thing you know, hour and a half. Every time.
hey
Yeah.
man, it just our podcast is like the church. Preacher said
Every time.
it ain't gonna take me all day. Next thing you know, you sitting in church 5 hours.
Yeah, that's what we say every time. We say this show shouldn't be that long, and then every time. But if it's a good show and it's good content and it's good questions, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's just when you sitting there twiddling your fingers like, oh, what do you think about this? That's when
Yeah.
you know.
The one when we came back from against the Phillies when McCann had his 1,000th RBI. I took a time limit off of that one. I think it ended up being 9 minutes instead of my 5. So,
Double,
because I just kept going on, and I couldn't stop myself.
You hit a double.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. Hey, like I said, like if you got something to say, get it all off your chest. Just talk about it. That's the best
So,
thing.
John, before we let our faithful listeners go, you got to tell them real quick about our upcoming shows, recording, how they can interact
All
real
right.
quick. Yeah.
So next week, a video is gonna drop on the Atlanta Steam. That's the Legends Football League. We interviewed two Atlanta Steam players, Amber Clark and Keon.
Keon. I
Um,
got Key Stay Beaston,
yeah, forgot her last name. I think it's
linebacker, number 10.
yep. So we interviewed those two players. And that show is gonna drop this coming Sunday coming up. And then the Sunday after that, I believe that's the 14th. We're gonna is the video gonna drop on the future? What's the future of Atlanta sports gonna look like? And we invited Kofi from the Neighbors podcast, and that video is gonna drop on the 14th as well. So y'all got two great videos that's gonna come out in these next couple of weeks. So make sure you guys go hit that notification bell so that way y'all know when they're dropping. So this is gonna be our last live stream for the next couple of weeks. We're gonna come back with another live stream sometimes. I guess when I guess we'll probably come back the first day of training camp. I think that'd be a good day.
Now, for the guys, because we already know, for the Atlanta Legends players, we already told them that they're going to get plenty of questions on Twitter. So they'll still answer the questions. Obviously, it won't be
Not you
live
mean Atlanta
after you.
team, Atlanta Legends, or no more.
I meant Atlanta. I meant the Legends Football League, guys.
Yeah.
I meant the league, but yes, the Atlanta Sting. So what you do is you can still tweet the questions to us, and we'll forward them, or tweet the question to us, and we'll retweet them. So you still have questions for Keon or Amber, still shoot them, and they'll still Amber. It's still Amber, still answer. All right. Hey, fellas, we're not sending them none of the. You already know.
And look, and
Football
y'all can hit us up
questions.
not only on social media, y'all can hit us up in the comment section. Like if you have a question, hit us up in the comment section. All right. With that pretty much being said, if y'all like what y'all saw, if y'all haven't subscribed to our channel so far, please hit that subscribe button. We love the support from you guys. Also, share this video with other Atlanta sports fans. Also, hit that like button. And if you're watching this video at a later time, hit us up in the comment section and we will get back with you with your comments or your concerns or your questions. As always,
Come holler.
it's your hometown sports podcast. All right. Y'all have a great Sunday. See y'all later. Y'all enjoy.